Markets hate uncertainty. Now, if this tariff regime had been presented in such a way that they talked about the specific tariffs that they're going to put in, and they talked about the specific reciprocal tariffs that they're looking at, and they're saying, hey, on this industry, in Band-Aids, China's producing at about half the cost, so we're going to put a 200% tariff in place. I might disagree with that, but I would understand what they're doing. My number one problem with this whole thing, markets hate uncertainty. And what that means is whatever this plan is on the tariffs, it needs to be expressed in a cohesive way. You can't make decisions going forward. And rebuilding a supply chain like this, I know is going to cost me 3 to 6 months, and I'm going to have to pay someone 3 to 6 months to help me do it. If I think that these tariffs are like not congressionally approved, not congressionally authorized, that they're effectively being put in place from the executive branch only, that they don't have buy-in from the broader government, that they just have buy-in from Trump and the Trump administration, and that the broader government doesn't agree with these tariffs, and that they're likely to get rolled back in the next administration, then the math is very different. Then the math isn't, hey, I got to go rebuild a U.S. supply line. The math is, okay, I'm just going to leave my bandages at $30. I'm just going to pay the extra price. I know next administration, this is probably all going back to normal. And so in that situation, maybe I don't bring any jobs back to the U.S. because bringing back jobs back to the U.S. involves reconstructing a supply line. Bringing jobs back to the U.S. means there has to be a bandage company here that produces a similar quality product. So someone's going to have to spend $14 to $60 million minimum to have a factory that's OSHA compliant, that's able to build bandages on this side of the sea. Like, someone's going to have to spend the money. And I'm just saying that person's not going to spend that money if they think the tariff regime is nuts. And they're probably going to go away in the next administration, and their bandage factory that they just built is going to become non-profitable, and they're just going to have a hole in the ground where they sunk $40 million. If the tariffs go away, no one makes the decisions that makes the jobs happen. The only thing that happens is the government revenue happens. I don't care that this is the way the US government creates their revenue. I'd rather it not be like a stealth sales tax on everything we buy. That's crap. I would love a flat tax. Let's talk about that another day.
That clip, it's actually a short piece of an hour form video that we produced talking about one of my companies and how the tariffs are going to affect them. If that sounds interesting to you, here's the link below.